Hey everybody, my name is Natasha Harris and I'm here to talk to you about becoming a student athlete activist. I'm currently a student at San Jose State and I am a women's soccer player. I am a major in communication studies and a minor in child and adolescent development, and I'm super excited to graduate this spring of 21. However, I'm even more excited to talk to you about my own most recent experience with activism, a few benefits and challenges, as well as a few things that you guys can possibly do or that you can do along your own journey with activism. What's the importance of being a student athlete activist? Clearly, we have such a big platform. We have such a big fan base, and we get a lot of reactions and a lot of people see us. So it's really important that we use it to bring about change and talk about the issues in the world and not just follow the line of us being just athletes, because we're not just athletes. You don't need to just shut up and play, and now is not the time to shut up and play. So I'm here to talk about this event that my friends and I actually put on. My friend reached out to me and she had this 8.46 mile idea. And I was like, this is awesome, but let's make this bigger, better, easier to read. And that's exactly what we did. We made a caption that was really accessible. We added some rules. So it was for those who might not have been physically able or able to complete all miles in one day. So we did 8.46-minute options as well as a bike, swim, and walk. It ended up taking off. We had no clue that it was going to take off as well as it did. It actually went nationwide. We had people from Mexico and Canada reaching out. It was just such an honor to be a part of, as well as to be behind the scenes and not just the athleting, but a part of it. And it was just so cool. I can just go on and on, so I'm gonna switch my slides. So we actually ended up raising, with the help of hundreds of people around the world, $79,278. I know, I don't know if I can say that word. I'm just so grateful, and it was so eye-opening to see how many people can actually come together through social media, through pain, it was just crazy to see how much support that it actually received. So I'm going to talk about protesting. I know that it's not as strong of an activism, but I do think that it's really important. I personally love protesting. I love being out there. I love being involved. So I just included a few that I partook in within the past couple months. However, Dr. Harry Edwards said we should do more than just protesting. And so we should go into our communities. We should ask for legislative change. We should build programs that help the people that we're surrounded by, not just, you can't save the world if you don't save what's in your backyard. So on that note, I made a link tree that has a bunch of amazing petitions that I will link later, but I really just think that petitions and emailing and texting and calling are the ways to go. So on the right, there's also SJ Speaks Up. This is a group that I joined this summer. It's student athlete led, and we kind of did the same thing. We brought awareness to student athlete issues, as well as made a couple of videos and brought awareness to our own struggles. So next, some benefits and challenges. There are benefits and challenges. You don't know if you're going to say the wrong things. You might get some shut up and play family members, fans, scholarship. It's a terrifying risk, but when you know, and when you want to speak up, you speak up. And there's nothing wrong with speaking up. There is no idea that is too crazy, and it's worth the risk. It's 100% worth the risk, because you're speaking up for what you truly care about. And I love doing it, because this is something that I feel 100%. There's so many issues in the world, and I constantly want to talk about them, and that's why I'm using my platform. And so why would you use yours? What do you really care about? So I wanted to end with, what can you do? Why should you? And that's up to you. Why should you? Why do you care about this issue? What can you do? So here are a few. Maybe pick and choose a few. Don't burn out, but anything that keeps the conversation alive. If you can post about your dinner or a beach, can you post a resource? Can you post a current event? Can you call a public official like you can call your grandma? So with that, I wanted to end with Ibtihaj Muhammad. I had the honor of announcing her for the Spartan Speakers Series event. It said something that kind of just made me, whoa, because, so she said, I might not always say the right thing, but it's best to say something. And that's exactly how I feel. I'm always talking. I'm always saying what I want, what I feel, what needs to be said. I don't always say the right thing, but I do know that it is best to say something. If something is wrong, say something. If something is right, say something, because it's just best to talk. Let's just talk. Lastly, thank you so much for listening to my story. My name is Natasha Harris again, and here are my links. Here are my Instagrams, and I really hope that you guys take some of this with you, and I hope that to see you soon. I'm a talker, so if this makes it into the presentation, then that's awkward, but bye.